Hello, welcome back. This is round 2, and we're playing Paul Cheon. And we'll be on the play. Thank you. Alright, 4 lands, 3 creature things, creatures and/or spells. Seems like a good start. Alright, don't let our nerves get to us here. Seer's Lantern, maybe we play that if we draw an excellent 5-drop, but at this point, I like playing out a 2-3. Be more tempting if we could play like Seer's Lantern and Stalking Drone, which might be the next play. Seer's Lantern, Stalking Drone, and then Seed Guardian to follow that up eventually. So we're against a red-white allies deck. It should be an interesting matchup. Okay, aggressive. Ooh, well, if we knew we were drawing that, it might have just been Seer's Lantern, because that guy's great. Right, well, this is going to cohort and be annoying. So what we can do, I suppose, we just attack for 2 here. Yeah, no blocks are likely there. And then play... Oh, no. And then play this thing into Stalking Drone. And yeah, gain 2 life, attack for 1 billion. So they're going to attack for 3 and then play an ally, and then they'll be able to tap again. So pretty strong, pretty strong synergies over there. Individually, these cards don't look that strong, but together they're a little better. I don't mind trading here. It makes Seed Guardian better, and it stops that nonsense of cohort. Oh, well, it doesn't stop it that well. The silver lining here is that we have a Tajuru Pathwarden, which just trumps everything. As long as it doesn't get removed. Trumps everything. And if it does get removed, we might be able to sort out an Oran-Reef Hydra sooner or later. What to cast? Well, First Strike's a little scary. I'm just going to block this thing. Yeah, Gideon's Reproach didn't matter. I guess it would have been better to block more damage. Ah, Lagak. Where were you earlier? So, let's play a Seed Guardian. Am I crazy? Yeah, no, this is 4 mana. So now if they try that nonsense, we'll be able to get at least a 3/3 token off the Seed Guardian. Or better yet, block the Nirkana Assassin on this thing and block Seed Guardian on the Sky Climber. Is it possible that that Paul Cheon also doesn't realize that our Seed Guardian has reach? That'd be classic. Right, so now we can only block with Seed Guardian, and it's just not worth it. We don't have mana up. So we'll take our hit. And what a hit it was. Saddleback. It's a bit sad, but I'll cast a Saddleback. We need that second green. Alright, they'll gain 2 and stabilize. If we can untap with the green, that would just be that would just be perfect. Can we do that? Can we untap with the green? Come on, not more stuff. Okay. At least that doesn't make a good attack. Yes, we did it! How good is that? It's so good. Yeah, Oran Reef Hydra is going to be a nice play. If we can get one more turn where our opponent doesn't attack, things are looking up. We have stabilized at 8. There's even a few ways to gain some life. We could gain 7 off of Nisa's Renewal, and we have a couple of vampires that eventually tap and gain some life that way. Then, you know, pretty soon Oran Reef Hydra is just going to get out of control, draw Kalitas or something, and just go nuts. Now, usually, you know, a good deck like this will have some reach, like some way to follow the Titans or Echo Slam where no ground creatures can block or something crazy like that. Oh, what a nice one. So we might get attacked into oblivion here. Attack with a 4/2 first striker, 5/4 trample, 4/3 flyer. But maybe not. I mean, maybe we just don't get attacked here. Yeah, I don't think this attack is good for our opponent. They might sneak in 4 damage or something, but yeah, our blocks get pretty good. Ooh, another Looming Spires. Yeah, now the trample gets very scary. Yeah, wow. Flying trample in the air. Jeez. Well, I'm tempted to still block that with Seed Guardian, because they don't know about Vines of the Recluse. For later in this dance. Alternatively, we could take 5 off that crazy thing. Yeah. I don't want to take this damage. And I wish our other thing had reach. So we'll get a 3/3 token this way. An opponent will have a 4/3 flyer, which we'll be able to bring down with Vines. What a shame. I just can't see taking this much damage here. So the other thing to consider would just be double blocking the champion. And then what happens? Then we'll have, you know, then we're down to 3 life, and that's just not good at all. So I like I like this. Oh no, well, I can't be too sad about drawing this, but it is slightly untimely. We have 1 more mana. Yeah, I think we're safe for 1 turn. I'm going to play Corpse Churn and Vines this turn, and maybe Seer's Lantern. Alright. Live to fight another day. Yep, here it comes. Yeah, maybe second guessing because we paused there. We haven't F6'd or anything. Do we want a Corpse Churn first or Seer's Lantern first? Probably the Corpse Churn first. Alright. Let's give this guy wings. Block the flyer. Corpse Churn it up. And yeah, we want to use the ability. Ooh, Kalitas, can we get that back? Is that better than Oran Reef Hydra? Maybe. It's looking pretty good. Scry 1. Do we want this? Decidedly not. Okay. So I will play it though. It lets us scry with Seer's Lantern. And then next turn we start to get out of range. Alright. Does anyone attack in? No. Let's have all 4 blockers. Yeah, reach over there. Except we do have to claw through all this 24 points of, yeah, bottom don't need more land. 24 points of life over there. Now what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can't really get anything back, so I'll just get 2 forests and 1 swamp. Even mana of all kinds of things. Now we can start thinking about attacking. So I guess throw Saddleback Lagak under the bus. All of his creatures have small toughness, relatively small. Alright, another War Cleric. That is number 3. Yeah, we have enough to activate the Invoker. Ooh, not sure we want to do that. Alright, Lizard, you're an adventurous lizard and you gotta get in there. He's gonna be doing less damage than our opponent's gaining pretty soon. But at least we get to cast this guy and still have a scry up. Alright. 22, 15. Good stuff. This is shaping up to be another long one. Although, Paul Cheon's a little faster player than our last opponent, so with a faster deck, so I'm not hopeful about winning in that respect. And hey, we won that last game fair and square, even if they had 2 minutes left. We were crushing them. Go Blister Pod. Yeah, this is where it gets tough. I mean, once you start getting 5 creatures each, and they all have text on them, except this guy. No text for this guy. Things get a little mucked up. Okay, so I would imagine no attacks. Oh, there is an attack. A first strike attack, no less. This is an interesting attack. I could triple block this thing, or I could just double block it and risk losing the elemental and the assassin for not much value. This is an ally and everything. Alright, let's do a real quick check at the top of our library. Path Warden. Yeah, I guess we'd put that on top. Oh man, well... Screw you, of course, Scythe Master. You're going down. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't think he can kill 2 and pump the toughness up enough to survive. And we don't need the Soothsayer to win. Yeah, it's a nice little bonus. But since we're going to draw another sweet 5-drop, I'd rather get the zombie here and then play the 5-drop and just go from there. Because if we play the 5-drop, we're not going to be able to get pump the Invoker also. Okay. Yeah, and we're not at such high life that I'm not afraid of losing to such a crazy deck over there. So here's a Path Warden, and now Lizard can get in there. Even the Zombie can get in, so I'm a little happier about attacking. Apparently, Ornreef Invoker's in the shadows. Yeah. This is starting to look better. Although, who knows? They might have the indestructible spell or some kind of thing. There's an excellent trick which gives all your creatures +1/+0 and indestructible at instant white for 3 mana. 2 and a white. And I've run into that before. It's not fun. Okay, so maybe they have a... Why would you wait here? Unless you're considering tapping some kind of thing. What could it be? Killing something before I can declare attacks. It's strange. I'm going to check real quick to see if it's not my connection. I mean, something weird is going on. Okay, no, we can go to attacks. Alright, you crazy Saddleback Lagak. Get in there. Also, now there's nothing that can defeat this on its own. So let's go nuts. Let's just attack with all these things. It's only 13 damage. If they take it, that's the scariest thing. Yeah. So they take it. They go to 9. Or prevent all of it or something. Gain 3, take no damage from that creature. Something like that. But what we really want to do is cast Path Warden, and then we have pretty good blockers for our opponent's nonsense. They gain 4 off these allies, so they're not in too bad shape. You know, the nice part is that we've dealt with all of the support counters, so now the creatures are just normal sized. Yeah, did they click through the block? Did their opponent click through the block? I'm not sure. They're waiting again. Maybe double queuing. 'Tis the season to get in as much practice as you can before the Pro Tour. Now, what would you do? What do they have? If we could only see their hand. I'm also open to the possibility that this attack is just too aggressive. You know, but we're at 15 life. Like, it can't be that aggressive. All right. Well, I'm gonna pause this, and I'll be back when our opponent is back. Okay, we're back. Before damage, they have activated gain 2 life. And once again, and take 13, if I counted correctly. Yeah, it looks like 13. Or some such. Well, yes, take 13. Okay. And here we go. The interesting thing is that we can sacrifice maybe this zombie to grow Kalitas if we need to on defense. I hadn't really considered that for offense, but that'd be another thing to do. pretty lucky to get to play with this mythic in the first draft. Because you don't always get the chance to play with mythics, and this is a good one. That's also why I committed so heavily to black in the draft. Without too much of it flowing, but you see the power of green. I mean, green was the weakest in battle, but it's not weak in this set. Alright. What to do? Yeah, the problem with attacking into this board is that without something like Gideon's Reproach or multiple of this effect, Kalidas is going to gain me some life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the explanation here is that our opponent's in, like, running out of time and maybe some other match. Well, they do have 4 cards in hand. Ooh, Devouring Flames. 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And return a land to hand. So they return a Looming Spires. They get to pump something up with First Strike. This can sacrifice a vampire zombie. Okay. We take it. You know, we're we lose our Path Warden. And Looming Spires comes in. That First Strike is scary. There's not much that could convince me to block with Kalidas here. If, let's say, the Relief Captain gets a +1/+1 in First Strike. Because, yeah, I just take this 4 damage. If multiple creatures attack, yeah, I will block, like, onto War Cleric or something. But I'm not going to block this thing. It's just far too risky that there's some kind of damage spell. Too risky. What I will do is sacrifice this zombie. No. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to scry. Yeah, that was good scry. I could always scry on upkeep, but I'm lazy. Alright, another zombie that could possibly be sacrificed to Kalidas if we need to. Now we have 6 mana open, so we do get 2 sacrifices. And we can attack with just about everything here. Leaving back Bloodbond Vampire. Now how much power is on the field here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with 2 support, 12 with 3 support. So hopefully our opponent loses some creatures, or we gain some life off of Kalidas, just to be safe. Activate this ability, sacrifice our smallest zombie, and this is just to gain some more life. Okay. Now this is 5 damage, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is our opponent dead if we sacrifice Bloodbond Vampire? 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They can't tap this thing, yeah? Sure. Let's do this. Got there. Alright, well that was interesting. That was extremely aggressive. Now, what do we have against an extremely aggressive deck? Blisterpod? Unfortunately, Blisterpod does not match up well against the cards we saw. Eyeless Watcher might be a good middle ground there. Vampires are good if we ever see those. Lead by example. Yes, so I actually like the configuration the way it is. I mean, we've got enough sort of ramp to our big business, a couple good tricks that I don't believe Blister Pod is the right way to go. Yeah, this is fine, especially on the draw since we only have 2 land. So, ooh, drawing more land, drawing double black, just like we need. Okay, we have a creature that can trade for that. You know, even if it looks like we're going to be doing more damage in the short term, we're just not. So yeah, easy trade here. The less allies our opponent has, the better. I'm going to go ahead and cast Vampire Envoy. Because if we do draw a land, we can pump up our vampire, our Bloodbond Vampire to a 4/4 immediately. And otherwise, it just, you know, it's pretty defensive, pretty good. Yes, so Menace? Menace is a bit concerning, but I still like the plan. So gain a life, get a counter, and make all the vampires happy. So we can't block a Menace creature with 1 creature. And then it gives it first strike. Interesting. I mean, this does have Menace, right? Okay. Well, this is interesting. Like, there's a chance they have some kind of thing that would kill Bloodbond Vampire, or even Vampire Envoy. Pretty good chance at that. So I'm just gonna attack with the Envoy and leave the other vampire back to block, because we do gain the life, at the very least. I mean, we saw the 4 damage spell in game 1. And they could respond to any of these triggers to kill Bloodbond Vampire before, you know, after it attacks, but before it becomes a 5/5. Then what? I mean, it's just between Netcaster Spider and the Assassin. I guess I'll run out the Spider. I don't plan on blocking this yet anyway. But if I do, I'd rather block with the Spider. Alright, so yield to this. Now we have a 5/5 that might be out of range. We can hold up our trick that he saw game 1 just in case. It's a little bit, yeah, maybe it would have been wrong to try to kill the Bloodbond Vampire, given that he saw the trick. I just wasn't thinking about it because I didn't have it. Yeah, right. If they only have 5 drops, though, that's either very scary or very good for us. There could be some kind of boulder salvo that kills Bloodbond Vampire. Very strange way to play that last turn, though. I'm not sure why they play Looming Spire's second main. Unless, like I said, they forgot about Menace. Undo Champion. Yep, that happens. Okay. And this happens. We get Swamp. There might be a case for attacking with Bloodbond Vampire. It's a 6/6. They still kill it with both creatures, but I'm not too sad about that. Our creature quality is pretty high. Yeah, and at this point, like, how much more can we get out of this Bloodbond Vampire? And the aggressive deck losing 2 creatures is just not what they want. Okay, and then we'll have another pretty strong blocker here. The Translator is better at blocking the champion, but the Path Warden is more aggressive. Alright, we got there. Well, Good games, and off to the finals.